All right, so today I'm giving a 6-month update on my YouTube journey. I mean, I made this channel back like 4 or 5 years ago, but I really wasn't making an effort to grow a YouTube channel. Then I left the channel pretty much for dead. 6 months ago, when I started this YouTube channel, I had about 18 subscribers. Most of those people were like friends and family. They weren't anybody that really cared about watching any of the content that I was creating. And I think it showed because very early on, I'd post a video and it would get like 5 views if I was lucky. So I just want to take a few minutes to talk about what my ups and downs were, what my goal and strategy was, kind of what my results were, and if I'm going to keep doing this, and if you should keep doing this or try yourself. So let's get started. Goals and strategy. When I first started out, I guess the big goal was just like, hey, could I one day be a full-time YouTuber? The answer is no so far. I have a full-time job, marketing manager at an e-commerce brand, but it's interesting. I'm definitely seeing progress and growth, and we'll get into that when we start talking about the results. But that was my goal. In addition to really provide value to somebody, I don't think I'm one to make a YouTube channel about like being entertaining and humorous and stuff. I want to provide some sort of value, whether it's professionally or motivationally, or leave some sort of life lesson, something like that. Strategy at the beginning, I had procrastinated so long. The whole strategy was just make something. So I did. Made a YouTube video saying, here's why I'm making YouTube videos. I made a YouTube video about the new microphone I got that was like, it was very basic stuff to just say, I'm making content, I'm publishing it, and I'm getting over my fear of being on camera. I'm getting over my fear of publishing and thinking that people are going to see it and complain or make fun of me or something like that. And I have to tell you, at the beginning, nobody's doing that. Even now, the more subscribers I've gained, nobody's going back and looking at them old videos. Like, they don't get looked at. People don't care. And if they do care, they probably like you, and that's why they're going back that far to look at, where you came from. So if you feel like going back, please don't judge me too much. It's embarrassing. I'm just not taking it down. So I started out saying I'm not going to have any niche at all. I'll stumble upon the niche. And that's actually kind of what happened. I stumbled upon a niche where I was getting a lot of traction, a lot of engagement. So I decided to go full bore into that niche, the carnivore diet, which I follow. I learned quickly after going through a period of time where I made a video every single day for a whole month and then made more videos after that. I learned quickly that it wasn't that I couldn't make more content about the carnivore diet. It's just that I wasn't fulfilled because there was more stuff I wanted to talk about. There's more parts of me that I want to share with the world. And there's content that I feel that I can give more value to somebody that's watching. I imagine someday maybe my kids will watch these videos, and if I could put some life lessons in there, that'd be great. Now we're talking about the YouTube journey, and we're talking about life lessons and career stuff. So what was the struggle that I faced early on? Really not wanting to make videos. Like, I wanted to, like, theoretically, I wanted to make videos. But physically, I didn't want to get in front of the camera. I didn't want to go through the process of editing a video. I didn't want to go through the process of putting it into the world and seeing how the world reacted. One of the best things I think I did for myself is I did that 30 videos in 30 days. It just made it to where I didn't have an option. That day I was coming up with another video idea, another video topic. Whether I got on for a minute or I got on for 45 minutes, I just talked. I created some sort of content, put it out in the world, and it just got me more and more comfortable talking on camera. So how about the results? Well, the timeline is somewhere around the end of February, I published the first video. Sometime around July, I got monetized. It was like July, August timeframe. That was really cool. I was like, wow, I never thought, starting at 18 subscribers, getting 5 views on a video, that I would get to a point where I reach 1,000 subscribers plus, right? And it was kind of like, I don't know if when you were a kid, like you're like 10 and you got to get to 18 to be an adult, and you're like, I'll never get there. It's so far away. And that's kind of how that 1,000 subscriber mark felt. It was like, that's so many subscribers. I'm gaining like 1 subscriber a week. Like, how is this going to work? and the same 4 hours of watch time. I was like, how am I going to get 4,000 hours watch time? This is overwhelming and too many to think that I could ever amount to that. Well, some things that I said were interesting enough for people watching the video, and I'm very appreciative of people valuing what I have to say. It's amazing to think that there's that many people out there interested in what I'm saying. So thank you for watching. Currently sitting around 1,200 subscribers, and the views and subscribers and comments and things just keep coming in. Monetization is sitting around $30 for a full month, between $25 to $30 for the past 2 months. So that's cool. I mean, I'm making videos and we're growing. So that's the result. So with that being the result, am I going to keep doing it? Do I think it's worth being a YouTuber and making YouTube videos? Do I think you should do it? Well, I have to say that I made the original commitment. I said I was going to make that first video. I said, I'm going to go a whole year of making videos and see what happens. I thought that 1 year is what it was going to take for me to get like a couple hundred subscribers so that I could feel like, okay, is it possible to get to the 1,000? So the fact that I was able to get to the 1,000, get the monetization going, and get all the way to being monetized within what I would think is a short period of time, for myself at least. But it's not the end, because if the goal, like I mentioned in the beginning, is to become a full-time YouTuber, $30 a month isn't enough. So I'm still a full-time employee and I make these videos at night while my whole family is asleep so I don't interrupt my family time. We got soccer games, we got football games and cheerleading and beauty pageants, and just a life with the kids. A homecoming this weekend. It's a busy life, and I don't want to miss any of it. So this comes at the end of the night when I'm tired, and that's interestingly, that's the well, not interestingly, that's just the tiredest time of the day when I'm supposed to be doing like the most productive investments. But am I going to keep doing this? Yes, but for how long? Until I finally give up. I feel like I'll be like, okay, it's not productive. Well, I always think it's going to be productive to lay out like my mindset, my vision, life lessons, so that if nobody else watches this content, at least it's a time capsule for my kids to one day when they're 50, if YouTube is still around and I'm not around anymore, they can look back and hear about what was on my mind. And hopefully I'll leave enough content that I organize it in such a way that at least they'll find value in things that I have to say. And then kids, if you're watching right now, I love you. So we're still talking about whether or not I'm going to keep going. Yes, I'm going to keep going because I feel like I'm laying out some content for people that's valuable. Would I keep going for the money? No, I don't think it's worth the money. At least not yet. My wife works in a job where she has a pension potential. If she stays long enough, she can get pension and retire. And so I've set a goal that when she's ready to retire, which is about 5 years from now, and maybe in 5 years, I can be a full-time YouTuber and me and her will just live our lives together while I make YouTube videos. You got to be in it for the grind, the long, hard grind, because even the 6 months of being on YouTube, the small wins that keep you motivated are things like, hey, that video took off. It gives me positive feedback. It's encouraging, and you kind of have to live on that. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel right now if I was still getting 20 views on a video and I've published like 50 videos. I feel like I would probably have given up by now. I would say, okay, I've tried my best. It's not going anywhere. I would quit. If you're going to start and make one video, commit to making 100 videos. Commit to really giving it a full shot, because I think that once you find this like a little bit of a recipe and you start seeing a little bit of success, you start thinking, there's something here. There's a possibility. There's a chance. Now, if you've been starting up your YouTube journey, I'd love to hear about it in the comments and tell me how it's going for you. And if you're interested in videos like this about YouTube journeys and such, I actually made a video that talked about me getting my first 1,000 subscribers, and I go a little bit more into detail about the different parts that we talked about in this video. And you can check that video out right over here. And outside of that, I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one. Take care. See you next time. Bye.